good morning. Hey, day number four on the celery cleanse. I'm using it for a cleanse, also to kind of help me out in my diet. I know it's got some other benefits also, and I've heard people talk about their skin and so forth, and I kind of think I feel that. The energy, I haven't had a great boost of extra energy, but I really haven't been real sluggish. Okay, the only thing it does do to me, like for that first hour after I drink the juice, seems like I do kind of get a little, my whole body feels a little weird, and maybe even on the verge of a headache, a little bit nauseous. Of course you feel really full. You just drank 16 ounces of fluid, but then once that subsides, once I kind of sit down, kind of let that subside, then I feel totally normal. Oh yeah, I have something awesome to tell you. But I'm going to save that to the end of the video. One thing about being on the diet, you kind of have to plan for, you have to kind of plan when to drink the stuff, right? Because like today is Sunday, I'm going to go to church in about 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. And so I want to make sure that I have this stuff taken, that I've drank it, and that my system has a chance to let it all settle in, absorb whatever's going to do. And in case I get some grumblings in my stomach, rumblings, grumblings, that type of stuff, gurglings, I want to make sure that I'm close to my bathroom and not, in the middle of some church service and I'm having to run out, right? So you kind of have to plan ahead just a little bit. I remember one time when we first started the keto diet, and that first day or so, I drank a lot of water, and we planned like a 2.5 hour trip, a road trip. Crazy, you're stopping every 15-20 minutes, that type of thing. So you do have to plan ahead just a little bit to make time for whatever's going to happen in the morning. Day number 4, I'm going to go ahead and chop up the veg, juice the veggies, juice the celery. I already had prepped it last night, and so I've got my celery here kind of ready to go. Man, I'm kind of sluggish this morning. And so here's all of it, and I've been leaving everything on it. Of course, I washed it, but I cut the very end of the stalk off. But otherwise, I've been just kind of blending everything. I don't really like to waste a lot of stuff, so I just like to blend it all up and try to juice whatever I can. There you go. That looks about right. Hey, the other thing you kind of need to plan for also is the noise. Now, it's not that big of a deal around here. My wife and I, we're empty nesters. Sometimes we have grandkids around though, so you kind of have to plan for that if they're sleeping and that type of thing. But so you do kind of have to plan for working into your schedule. Kind of noisy, and especially first thing in the morning, really noisy, right? All right, day number 4 down the hatch. But maybe it's going to give me eagle powers. Nacho Libre. You tell me if I eat the egg of an eagle, I could get eagle powers. Eagle powers. Eagle powers to you today. Seems like it's getting a little heavier today at the end. I don't know. Hey, thanks for staying to the end. But anyway, I've been waiting for this thing to kind of cleanse me. If you know what I'm talking about. A number 2, a deuce, that type of thing. And so I've been it's kind of been a drag, but I was kind of prepared for this because some of the videos say, man, it takes you a day or 2, something like that. Anyway, yesterday, probably about an hour, maybe hour and a half after I'd taken the juice, and then I also had me a cup of coffee somewhere in there, and then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, didn't prepare me at all of a sudden my stomach started gurgling, and boom, it's like I told my wife, I'm out of here. And so I had to run up to the bathroom. And, I felt pretty good. I didn't feel like great or anything like that, but I felt like I was cleaned out. And so, yes, it finally kind of did its thing. And And so that really made me happy. But it also made me a little bit worried about like church today. So that's why I thought, okay, a couple hours, I better take this up a couple hours before church just in case something triggers the wrong way. Okay, I better stop there before I get too gross for some of you. Anyway, okay, so day number 4, down the tube.